Football has seen its fair share of prodigies, but few players have captured hearts like Paul Gascoigne. Known affectionately as Gazza, he wasn't just a footballer. He was an entertainer, an artist, and a force of nature on the pitch. With his dazzling skills, cheeky personality, and unfiltered passion, Gascoigne became a household name. But behind the infectious grin and raw talent was a man battling demons. This is the story of Paul Gascoigne, a tragic genius whose brilliance on the pitch was often overshadowed by struggles off it. The spark of genius. Paul Gascoigne was born on May 27, 1967, in Gateshead, England. Raised in a working-class family, he discovered football early in life. For Gazza, the ball wasn't just a toy, it was a lifeline. His natural ability to control, dribble, and create magic on the field became apparent from the moment he started playing in the streets. Yet behind the raw talent was a boy grappling with insecurities. Tragedy struck early when a close friend died in a car accident, a loss that deeply affected young Paul. This traumatic event marked the beginning of a lifelong battle with anxiety and obsessive tendencies. Still, Gazza's love for football shone through. Coaches who saw him play were mesmerized by his technical skill and creative flair. While others practiced set drills, Gazza played with an almost childlike joy, treating football as art. By the time he reached his teens, it was clear that Gascoigne was destined for greatness. Early days in rising stardom. Gascoigne's footballing journey began in earnest when he joined Newcastle United's youth academy. His prodigious talent quickly caught the eye, and he made his senior debut for Newcastle in 1985 at just 18 years old. Fans adored the fearless young midfielder who played with a cheeky confidence that set him apart. By 1988, Gascoigne was one of the most sought-after players in England. His move to Tottenham Hotspur in a record-breaking deal marked the start of his rise to national stardom. At Spurs, Gazza's creative genius flourished. He dazzled fans with breathtaking goals, outrageous tricks, and game-changing assists. One of his defining moments came in the 1990 FA Cup semi-final against Arsenal. Gascoigne scored a stunning free kick, a goal still remembered as one of the greatest in the competition's history. His exuberant celebration captured the essence of Gazza, a man who played with unbridled joy and passion. The 1990 World Cup. A star is born. The 1990 FIFA World Cup in Italy was the stage where Gascoigne became a national hero. Representing England, Gazza delivered a series of electrifying performances that captured the imagination of fans worldwide. His creativity, vision, and fearlessness were instrumental in England's run to the semi-finals. One unforgettable moment came in the semi-final against West Germany. Gascoigne received a yellow card that meant he would miss the final if England advanced. His tears, raw and unfiltered, showed just how much the game meant to him. England eventually lost in a heartbreaking penalty shootout, but Gascoigne's vulnerability and passion endeared him to millions. The World Cup cemented Gascoigne as a cultural phenomenon. Gazza mania swept the nation, with his cheeky grin and larger-than-life personality making him a household name. He wasn't just a footballer, he was a symbol of hope and joy for an entire generation. A move to Lazio and life in Italy. After his World Cup heroics and success with Tottenham, Gascoigne made a high-profile move to Italian club Lazio in 1992. Serie A was the pinnacle of football at the time, and Gazza's arrival in Rome was met with immense excitement. Lazio fans quickly fell in love with his charisma, and his performances on the pitch only deepened their affection. Gascoigne's time in Italy was a mix of highs and lows. On one hand, he delivered iconic moments, such as his goal in the Rome derby against AS Roma. On the other hand, injuries and the demands of Italian football tested him like never before. A broken leg during training sidelined him for months, and his recovery was a slow and painful process. Despite these challenges, Gazza's personality shone through. His pranks and antics made him a beloved figure in the Lazio dressing room. However, his struggles with fitness and discipline began to affect his performances, and cracks were starting to show. Struggles with fame and the media circus. By the mid-1990s, Paul Gascoigne was not just a footballer, he was a global celebrity. But with fame came a relentless spotlight. The British tabloids thrived on his larger-than-life personality, often turning his private life into public drama. Gazza's pranks and off-field antics, once seen as endearing, began to overshadow his performances on the pitch. Stories of late-night partying, extravagant spending, and heated outbursts dominated headlines. While fans adored his relatability, the constant scrutiny took its toll. For Gascoigne, the line between his public persona and personal struggles blurred. He often used humor to mask deeper issues, but the cracks were becoming harder to hide. The pressures of fame, combined with his underlying mental health challenges, pushed him into a vicious cycle of self-destruction. The battle with addiction and mental health. As the years passed, Gascoigne's struggles with alcohol addiction and mental health became more evident. What began as a way to unwind spiraled into a coping mechanism for deeper issues. Anxiety, depression, and obsessive tendencies plagued him, and his attempts to mask these struggles often led to self-destructive behavior. Gazza entered rehabilitation multiple times, but found it difficult to break free from the grip of addiction. Despite his challenges, his openness about his struggles helped spark conversations about mental health in football. At a time when such topics were taboo, Gascoigne's vulnerability inspired others to seek help and showed that even the brightest stars face battles unseen. The decline. A career fading. By the late 1990s, Gascoigne's career was on the decline. Injuries and inconsistent performances plagued his later years, making it difficult for him to reach the heights of his earlier days. After leaving Lazio, Gazza had a successful stint at Rangers in Scotland. He won 2 league titles and delivered moments of brilliance, including a memorable hat trick to secure the Scottish Premier Division title in 1996. But even at Rangers, his off-field issues began to overshadow his contributions on the pitch. Subsequent moves to Middlesbrough and Everton saw diminishing returns. Gascoigne struggled with fitness, discipline, and form. His passion for the game remained, but his body and mind were no longer able to keep up with the demands of professional football. By the early 2000s, Gascoigne's playing career came to an end. It was a bittersweet conclusion for a player who had once been one of the brightest stars in the footballing world. Legacy and redemption. Paul Gascoigne's story doesn't end with his retirement. His post-football years have been marked by ongoing battles with addiction and mental health, but they've also been a testament to his resilience. Gazza has faced countless setbacks, from public incidents to personal relapses. Yet he has never stopped fighting. His willingness to speak openly about his struggles has helped break down barriers and inspire others facing similar challenges. Despite his personal battles, Gascoigne's impact on football is undeniable. Younger generations of players and fans continue to look up to him, not just for his talent, but for his humanity. His career serves as a reminder of how brilliance and vulnerability often coexist, and how even heroes need support and understanding. A tragic genius. Paul Gascoigne's life is a tale of contrasts. On the pitch, he was a magician who could turn a game on its head with a single touch. Off the pitch, he was a man battling demons, often in the unforgiving glare of the public eye. Fans will always remember the cheeky grin, the dazzling skills, and the joy he brought to football. But they'll also remember the tears, the struggles, and the courage it took for him to face his challenges. Gazza's story is a reminder that even the brightest stars are human, capable of greatness but not immune to pain. His legacy is not just about the goals he scored or the trophies he won. It's about the lessons he taught us about resilience, vulnerability, and the importance of understanding. Conclusion. Paul Gascoigne's journey is a testament to the complexities of greatness. He showed the world what it means to be brilliant and flawed, celebrated and scrutinized, loved and vulnerable. While his story may be tinged with sadness, it's also one of immense joy. Gazza gave football fans moments they'll never forget. His creativity, passion, and love for the game left an indelible mark on the sport. In the end, Paul Gascoigne's life is a reminder that even the most extraordinary talents are human. His legacy isn't just about what he achieved on the pitch. It's about the lessons his struggles taught us off it. Gazza was more than a footballer. He was a symbol of resilience, a beacon of joy, and a tragic genius whose story will be told for generations to come.